And welcome back to a beautiful, very hot afternoon here this Monday, day in the week. It's the Batavia Muckdogs hosting the Syracuse Saltcats in an out-of-league game. It's the PGCBL versus the New York CBL, the NYCBL, New York Collegiate Baseball League. In a head-to-head matchup, again, this won't affect their record as it is out of league and out of mind, but it's still baseball nonetheless here on a beautiful Batavia day. And again, we remind you, my name is Grayson Natali. Alongside me, color commentator Jarrett Campbell. We'll start how we always do. Jarrett, how you doing? Are you ready for baseball?
I'm pretty good. I'm loving baseball right now in terms of this beautiful weather right now. This is a story of two number one seeds in two different leagues. Syracuse Saltcats are number one in their division and the NYCBL, while the Batavia Muckdogs are first in the West in their league too. So we will see two number one teams, even though in different leagues, play in a 7-inning, hopefully solid game tonight.
Gonna remind you, folks, that 7 innings for out of conference or out of league game, should I say. So only 7 innings to be played. We'll see shakeups in the lineups because of that as well. Try to save arms and see how this goes forward, and you're gonna see that right now as we show you today's lineups. All right, the Syracuse Saltcats, their starting three. We'll start off with Chase Hogland, Oliver Ray, and Chase France. For Batavia, it's Brian Johnson, Braden I, and Evan Brock. Next three for each team. For Batavia, we'll stay with them. It's Jalen Roque, Joey Socorro, and Jeremy Ramos. For the Saltcats, that will be John Gonzalez Penez, John Tomshu, and Sean Stoney. The next three for Batavia is going to be Miles Manel, Matt Marsh, and Kyle Vaughn. And for Syracuse, Iman Giblin, Mason Smith, and Aaron Graves. Rounding things out is Braden I, Luke Rabinski, and on the mound, Aaron Williams. Rounding things out for the Syracuse is Kellen Pence and Thamon McGriff. Ignore the repetition of Aaron Graves. I don't know why that glitched out, but that's how it goes down. As we see in the background, the lineups going through. On the mound, we do remind you, Aaron Williams comes in to help the bullpen for the Muckdogs. He's not on your roster, and that's why the name doesn't sound familiar, but player recruited to play today is all that matters. So he'll get the start nod here on this very hot Monday afternoon. Let's wrap things up through the lineups. We'll step aside until the completion of the national anthem, and we'll see you back then for Baseball Ready.
As we introduce this evening, Red Wing Fred, who will be performing God Bless America as well as the national anthem.
Turn it up, baby. Feel me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
And here we go, baseball underway. Here at Dwyer Stadium, again, it's a matchup out of league. Batavia Muckdogs hosting against the Syracuse Salt Cats. Look at today, coming into today, should I say, though, for the Muckdogs, trying to reignite a spark that they had during the season. Their longest win streak was 8 wins. And so far, they sit at a record of 15-6. Again, we do remind you, out-of-league games don't impact anything with standings, record, or statistics. But it's just another game of baseball and a way to get some momentum built. And for the Muckdogs, they want to get that back in hand as they sit tied, just holding a slight tiebreaker against Jamestown Tarp Skunks in a 2-1 series so far in the season. But both teams sit at 15-6 ahead of the West Division. So both teams looking to get on a hot streak. And Jamestown Tarp Skunks, they've already grown out to 1. They're going 3 wins straight. And the Muckdogs just yesterday suffered a loss against the Newark Pilots in an unexpected upset. And that's one that they would definitely like to have back. They lost 15-8 on the road.
Hey, Grayson, that was definitely a David versus Goliath kind of game, and Goliath was just not ready for David to throw punches as they just could not get anything going right now. And in terms of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, they played Auburn yesterday in a doubleheader. They needed either Auburn and Jamestown to tie in a series in those 2 games. But of course, now that we know, Jamestown won both games. So now all Batavia Muckdogs have on the Jamestown Tarp Skunks is the head-to-head matchup. So they got to find a way to get back into that win streak that they had in the early part of the season. And sometimes an out-of-league game is what's needed to get the boys going.
Before we get things started here, we'll quickly show you one last look at the defense here. It's Aaron Williams on the mound. Players assisting the Muckdogs here in the bullpen. Luke Rubinski at catcher. Braden Redmond over at first. Braden Knight second. Miles Manell at short. Evan Brock at third. Jeremy Ramos in left. Brian Johnson center. And Kyle Vaughn over in right.
First pitch down at temperature 639 and 84 toasty degrees.
So that one swung high over to the center fielder. And that is dropping down for a stand-up single for Chase Hagland.
So that was the leadoff hitter for Syracuse Salt Cats, Chase Hagland. Leadoff single for the team. Now to the batter's box, number 9, the designated hitter, Oliver Ray.
Ray has played in 22 games. He started in 19 in the NYCBL.
Runner going, that one sent over to right field, gets underneath it, the tag up, the throw at first. Do they have him? No, he's able to get back in time. So 1 out. The fly over to right field from Ray. Again, Kyle Vaughn able to get underneath it. Now up third in the lineup, excuse me, the first baseman, number 5, Chase France. First pitch he sees is ball 1. So, first time so far in this game. All right, no, it's been quick, but at the same time, 2 at-bats and both swinging on the first pitch. First one we have a count. It's 1-0.
Franz has played in 22 games. He started in 21 with a 302 batting average, 53 at-bats, 16 of them being hits. 2
Runner
doubles.
going, Rubinski trying to catch him off, and I think he got him. There! Caught stealing was Hagland. And he'll have to go back to the dugout with now a 2-out situation for France, who's still in the batter's box with a 1-1 count. So that one's inside, moves the count 2-1. That's one reminder. I know we always mention about the base stealing ability from the Batavia Muckdogs, but there's something you can throw in the cot stealing category for them in terms of defense. 2-1 driven over to third. Scoop and the out. 3 outs just like that. And the Muckdogs head back to the dugout to get the bats swinging when we come back.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Who are you?
Fans, if you get hit with a foul ball, don't call our interns.
Why is no one doing anything?
Call UMMC at Rochester Medical Center for help.
Should have called him.
In the bottom of the first, just to be back underway, we'll show you the away defense here for the Syracuse Hellcats. Over on the mound, that's going to be number 99, Thalman McGriff. Over at catcher, John Gonzalez Penez. First base, Chase France. Second base, Mason Smith. Over at short, then will be Sean Stoney. Third, Kellen Pens. Left field will be John Tomshoe. Center, Chase Hagland. And over right, Aaron Graves. So that concludes your defense for Syracuse. And they just had one hit, which was caught stealing, a flyout, and a ground out. So essentially 3 up, 3 down, if you want to think about it that way. And now leading things off for the Batavia Muckdogs, that's going to be number 52, Brian Johnson. His position over at center field today. I've seen him a couple times out there in the outfield, and I know he's been making a bigger impact each and every game. Swings at the first one, it's fouled off. Behind the stands and onto the open pavement somewhere back there. But that's strike one, 0-1 count.
And right now, McGriff for Syracuse has played in 3 appearances. He has a loss to his name with an 8.10 ERA, 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them being earned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts.
Too far outside the plate, ball one, 1-1 count now. Gets underneath that one. It's within the infield. Who's got it? Looks like to be the shortstop, and he gets it on the infield grass. That's the first out here with a flyout on the play again was shortstop number 3, Sean Stoney. So now number 17, Braden I, your second baseman for today, comes up to the plate for his first plate appearance.
I has played in 11 games. He started in 9, a 2.26 batting average, with 31 at-bats, 7 of them being hits, all singles, with 5 RBIs.
One-0, drives that over to center, but a little too long within the air, and that's a back-to-back flyout for the Muckdogs batting order. So now 2 outs, but number 11, Evan Brock, Mr. Reliable, comes up to the plate. He's over at third base today. We've seen him quite truly everywhere. Over in right field, he's been over at third base, second. and most of the time as well extra hitter. So he's always in the lineup one way or another. Just a question of where is he stationed. His first pitch is down near the dirt. And outside, it's ball 1-1-0 count.
That's right, Grayson. We have seen 3 players play in at least 20 games, and Brock being one of them. Join him as Glenn Brooks and Jalen David. But Brock's got a .403 batting average. He's got 67 at-bats, 27 of them being hits, 5 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run, and 31 RBIs. That leads the team in RBIs.
Take strike one looking. It's 1-1. Dribbled off towards the first baseman. Brock putting on the wheels. The pitcher scoops it up and gets a little bit more of a gust of wind behind him, able to beat him out to the bag, and that's the 3rd out. So both teams trade 3 within the batting order, and that's it. The first inning has already come to a conclusion in a almost record time. But we'll move on to the 2nd inning. We're leading things off for the Syracuse Saltcats will be John Gonzalez Penez when we come back.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I'll have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
Top of the 2nd, here we go, and look at Aaron Williams again, coming in to help out the bullpen. We've seen this here and there within these out-of-league games. The Batavia Muckdogs just trying to save arms. Will bring in people who have potential to play in later seasons, younger guys in the local area, and even we've seen Coach Grant come in to actually pitch not long ago against Buffalo Diesel. Again, in an attempt to save arms. And the attempt right here is Aaron Williams. He's a very, how should I say this? Historic player back in the hometown of Batavia, New York. He's at the age of 45. Attended Alfred State College, class of 2002. Was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2024. As the first pitch to Gonzalez Penez is ball 1 down in the dirt. He was a pitcher for the baseball team from 2000 to 2002. During his career, he tallied an 18-14 record, driven out to left field, getting underneath it. Left fielder gets underneath it as well. Jeremy Ramos able to locate that one in the sun. It's a little glaring over there. But back to what I was saying, he tallied an 18-14 record on the mound with a sub-4 career ERA with 3.23 with a 3.23 ERA. Pitched total completed games of, he pitched a total of 21 completed games with 3 shutouts as well, and has the most strikeouts in Pioneer history. So that's dribbled over to second, and a toss to first gets another out. Most strikeout in Pioneer history as he racked it up 200 strikeouts. He was also the most valuable pitcher for the Alfred State twice. So he's got a long career behind him as he brings a little bit more of history here to Dwyer Stadium at the ripe old age of 45.
Yeah, that's right. We usually see a lot of kids that are coming into the Batavia Muckdogs in terms of joining maybe next year or a few years. This year, or this time, it's a little switched right now. We now have somebody who's been a pitcher, has done it, and now you can see if he can still keep up with the young bucks.
Count moves 1-1 following a ball and a strike. Again, 2-out situation. That's outside, ball 2, 2-1. Both teams wearing red, some respective form of the Salt Cats. All red with a nice little blue, light blue stripe down the pant legs. That's looking strike 2 over the plate. Still in search of his first strikeout on the day for the Muckdogs. White pants and a red top. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Right, ripped to center field, gets down off a single hop. That's an easy single for Sean Stoney. No need to sprint there. 15, Eamon Giblin, extra hitter for the Salt Cats, comes up to the plate for his first plate appearance. He's got 1 runner on over at first and a fresh count with 2 outs.
Giblin has played in 9 games. He started in 6. He's only got 1 hit so far in the season with 8 appearances with a 0.83 average. But that 1 hit was an RBI.
That's strike 2 his count. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss as that one gets him low. 0-2. As Williams gets through the motion, deals, dribbled over to third. The play at first. Got him. Stepped off, but still able to apply the tag on the twirl or whatever you want to call it. He still got him, and that's all that matters. That's 3 outs for the Muckdogs defense off the ground out. And now Batavia already looking back to get in the swing of things here in the bottom of the second when we come back.
Order for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Feeding the pack.
Gotta feed the pack.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Bottom of the second. About to get underway. Again, one more notable thing in regards to Aaron Williams. Following his career at Alfred State, he signed as a free agent with the Minnesota Twins. It was a short stint, but nonetheless had a contract with the MLB, and that's a lot of things, or something that a lot of people can't match or say the same for themselves. I mean, just look at the longevity. If he's still out here pitching, he's got to be doing something right. Now for Batavia, first in the box, that's number 24, your designated hitter for today, Jalen Roque.
Yeah, and he also did something that is always that kid's dream, and that is to make it in the league. And like you mentioned, him being 45 and still pitching pretty well right now. So far, it's an impressive watch up here in the booth.
Strike 1 looking, able to hover inside part of the plate. Gets a good chunk of that, lines it over to center. The center fielder is able to locate it. That's number 10, Chase Haglund. So 1 out. It's now 34, your first extra hitter in the lineup. Joey Socorro up to bat. We have 2 extra hitters today. The other one will be number 21, Matt Marsh. He's in the hole as it speaks, and Jeremy Ramos on deck.
Socorro has played in 14 games. He started in 11 with a .229 batting average with 35 at-bats, 8 of them being hits, 2 doubles, 1 triple, and 3 RBIs.
Strike 1 there. That one really hovering the outside part of the plate. called strike. Dribbles that over to the third or the short, and the third baseman comes across and makes a play over at first. So now 2 outs. Number 31, Jeremy Ramos, your left fielder for today, comes up to bat. And right now, in terms of hitting, Muckdogs still in search of their first hit. Just a bad combination of flyouts and groundouts to start the game. First pitch to Ramos is down in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Swing and a miss for that. Moves count 1-1. If we look at around the league today, in terms of the schedule, no one in the West Division is playing a division game. It dribbled over to second, scoop, toss, and out at first. So just a unfortunate start, should I say, for the Muckdogs. Not exactly what they had in mind coming into this game, with 3 flyouts and 3 groundouts to mix up the first batch of the first 2 innings within this game. But right now, if we look today at the schedule, the Amsterdam Mohawks are taking on the Oneonta Outlaws in a doubleheader over in the East Division. Right now, the Outlaws winning 5-3. The other game will be followed after the completion of that, or at 7:30. The Glenfall Dragons visiting Utica Blue Sox. That one just got underway at the top of the first. It's scoreless. The Newark Pilots, they're playing an out-of-league game against the Finger Lake Lakers, as well as we are today, an out-of-league game against the Syracuse Saltcats, as you can see on the broadcast.
Yeah, the Finger Lake Community College, or the Finger Lakes Lakers, that's actually a community college that I actually went to for 2 years before I came to SUNY Cortland, where you also went to.
Did both come here from SUNY Cortland. Soon to be SUNY Cortland alums. I'm not sure how it works when you walk but don't have your diploma. But nonetheless, we'll take a look at the standings as we go from the schedule to standings. Batavia Muckdogs, they're in first. They have the lead based off a head-to-head against Jamestown Tarp Skunks, which are both sitting at a 15-6 record. Again, nothing will change within this division after today. So what you see is what you get. Jamestown Tarp Skunks, again, 15-6. They're on a 3-game win streak. The Auburn Double Days, they've been playing catch-up, but then they've hit into a somewhat of a brick wall unexpectedly, losing 3 straight. They are now back to 13-8, trying to catch up. They're only 2 games behind, though. Elmira Pioneers, they're at 10-9. They've lost 1. They're 5-5 in their last 10. That's the interesting thing here, is all these teams, out of the best within their past 10, is 6-4. And that's a tie between 3 teams, the Muckdogs, Tarp Skunks, and the Ironbacks. Everything else, every team is, in their past 10 games, has won 5 or lost 5 or even worse. So far in the West Division, it's kind of cluttered. Teams are nowhere close to calling themselves out of the picture if they can get any start going. But the top of the third, we'll have to get started before any more of that. Lined out over to left field. At the wall, it makes contact. And he's a stand-up double for the leadoff, Mason Smith. Got a huge chunk of that one. I thought that was going to go over for a 1-run home run from Mason Smith. Do it by himself to lead things off, but no, makes contact with the wall. Jeremy Ramos able to track it down off that and keep it only to a double, but stand-up double nonetheless. Time called here in the batter's box, number 18, Aaron Graves. He's positioned over right field. That goes for ball 1, 1-0 count. One thing surprising also in the lineup for the Saltcats is the absence Their best man in hitting, statistically, Brian White. Driven past the first baseman, Redmond. It leaks out to right field, gets underneath it, the throw, and that brings in a run. RBI single for Aaron Graves. So that's able to sneak by. Redmond had some heat behind it off the bat. Just couldn't get in front of it in time. So now the score 1-0. Now up, number 0, Kellen Penz. He's over at third. Pickoff attempt at first, nothing there. What I was saying, number 14, Brian White for the Syracuse Saltcats, statistically speaking, is the best hitter and a batting average of .429. He's played in 23 games. That's driven deep to center. And it gets over his head, reaches the wall. 2, and a runner going home. A throw to home. Not in time. And an RBI double. Excuse me, triple. He now ran over to third. Didn't see that behind this slight wall in front of me, but RBI triple. Brings in another run. It's now 2-0.
Yep, now it brings up the top of the order. Chase Haglund back up again.
Fouled that one off. Strike one. Again, reached the top of the order. Chase Haglund had a single in his first plate appearance. But again, Brian White for this team, he's absent from the lineup. And the only reason I bring that up, statistically speaking, is he's the best hitter on the team. And then on top of that, he does some damage in terms of the league standings, as he is 4th with his batting average within the league of a .429, and leads the league in runners batted in at 21, as well as stolen bases. As that gets away off the swing and miss, 1-2, with 23 stolen bags. That's a lead leading, and not only that, but 4 of the Saltcats take up top 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. At 23, 16, there's a tie between Gonzalez, Haglund. So that's fouled off. 1-2. So that one almost makes contact with Dewey, I think, over there in the stands. And then Tom Show. John Tomshow is 4th in the league, but 4th on the roster for the Saltcats with 15. That's inside. It's a 2-2 count. So these guys definitely know how to run the bases. It's like looking into a mirror for the Muckdogs. In an out-of-league game, it's get a taste of your own medicine. Basically practicing against yourself, because a lot of the strengths that the Saltcats brought into today looks eerily similar to your Batavia Muckdogs.
Yeah, and you can also look at this as practice with the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, the team that's first in stolen bases with 91 stolen bases. This could be used as a learning stone in this game, as that, I'll be honest, I thought that hit the inside corner too. I saw you make a face right there.
The payoff pitch, it's inside, and no one really liked that call. I didn't like it. The fans didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
No one liked that. That was ball inside. It's the payoff pitch, and so now it's a walk for Haglund. Runners on the corner situation. No outs. Runner going, pickoff attempt here. Not in time and a little off the mark, and it's a pinch hitter already for the Syracuse Saltcats. That's number 22 coming in for number 9, Oliver Ray. And the name that will be, again, number 22 is JT Craig. He's got an 0-1 count after the successful steal, 2 runners in scoring position. Ball one, moves to count 1-1. Swing and a miss there. It's now 1-2. Checks his runners. And a swing and a miss. And there you go. Welcome back, Aaron Williams, to baseball. That's a strikeout there in the first one on the day. You could hear the hype up from the crowd on that one.
But Coach Skip is now walking out right now. Question is, does he make the call to bring in someone else?
And there's the signal, and that will bring an end to Aaron Williams' day. So he does end it on the highest of notes, a strikeout swinging from JT Craig. Came in to pinch hit for Oliver Ray. Wraps up his day with 1 walk, no batters hit by pitch, but 5 hits allowed, one of those being a triple and a double, and 2 runs scored. Gets a round of applause from everyone here in Batavia for Aaron Williams. Hometown hero able to get some pitches in today's game, and most importantly records a strikeout. But now coming up, following the pull. We get a number in just a second. So I believe that's
And your attention please, now pitching for Batavia. Let's welcome to Batavia, number 14, Nolan Fennell. Nolan Fennell on the mound for your Batavia Muckdogs.
that is number 14, Nolan Manel, serving as the pitcher. Going forward here after Williams has been retired for 2 1/3 innings.
Yeah, Grayson, he was signed 3 days ago. Came over 3 days ago. They saw some pitches, met the coaches, and then he signed to play for the Muckdogs for this summer, and he will be here for the rest of the season. So now we get to see what he's got in this game.
We'll see that going forward. Oh, Nolan Bustle.
Yes, Bustle.
Nolan Bustle, excuse me, not Manel. Nolan Bustle.
Make you feel better, there was a Burnell on the Newark Pilots.
It's eerily similar to another player I knew of. I believe when he, not exactly sure where it went wrong, but early parts of this season, it was a player I believe named CJ Bustle, so I wonder if he's related. Well, 1 out. Nolan Bustle comes up, and it's driven right back to him. Can't get in front of it. The play at first, in time. As that goes right by Bustle, trying to get his glove out in front, but again, it's really hard as a pitcher when you have a ball come flying back at you like that to just make sure you stay in front of it. And that one just slips by, but they still got the out at first, so it's not the worst. What could happen? Runners over at 2 and 3. First pitch, Delton 00, John Gonzalez Penez. high and tight inside. It's 1-0 count. Down in the dirt. Moves the count 2-0. Deal here. There we go. That's strike one in this count, 2-1. Rinse and repeat there. That's a now 2-2 count. Back-to-back strikes. And now trying to get an early first strikeout in his outing today. Go through his windup. Check the runners. No go. Deals home. Fouled off. Well, here's a full rinse and repeat. We'll do it again. Count sits at 2-2. Deals here. Dribbled over to short. A good snag there and the throw to one. Little high, but it's good enough. 3 outs now for the Batavia defense. They do let up 2 runs scored here, though. 2 runners left on, and that brings an end. So Muckdogs need to come back here with a response of their own. Heading to the bottom of the third when we come back.
I'd like to withdraw some Muckbucks, please.
Muckbucks?
Realistically, I can't withdraw Muckbucks here. But what I can do is do all my banking through Tompkins Bank, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs. I gotta get back to picking up my Muckbucks.
Here in Batavia, hard work and community goes hand in hand. That's why the Batavia Muckdogs are a proud partner with Farm Credit East, helping support the people of Western New York grow.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Bottom of the third, and we welcome you back to the broadcast here at Dwyer Stadium. Again, the Batavia Muckdogs taking on the Syracuse Saltcats. They're down 2-0 entering the bottom of the third. And I can tell you here in the press box, it's a real hot one. 87 degrees today, and it just feels ever bit more than warmer than that. I don't know how to put it. It is really, all you need to know is it's really hot here, and the heat will get to you. It's not the heat, but the humidity. It's bottom third. Let's play ball once more. Here we go. Down 2-0, leading things off. Number 8, Miles Manel rips that over to left field. And there you go. That's a start you need there when you're trying to pull off a comeback. The first hit of the game for the Muckdogs. Puts Manel stationed at first.
Batting eighth on the lineup, the extra hitter and the tallest hit man of the game, number 21, Matt Marsh.
Geez, I'm looking at the weather right now, and it only looks like it's going to get hotter from here on out for the rest of the week. So first pitch over to number 21, Matt Marsh. Usually whenever we mention Matt Marsh, he's on the mound, but today he's hitting. We've seen him hit a few times, more than a few times, should I say, in at league games, but he's also had a few recorded at-bats during normal division play. On that, he's got a batting average of 0, not recording a hit just yet in 4 plate appearances, striking out only 1 time. So he's just still looking for his first hit within division play, but we've seen him hit multiple times in those out-of-league games. So don't let those stats from those games tell you the full story. 2-0 count. Gets high and underneath that one. That goes to foul territory over third base. Third baseman's able to get out there and make the snag. So now 1 out. 22, Kyle Vaughn, your right fielder for today. Makes his first plate appearance right now. Too high above the box. It's 1-0. Another one upstairs in the attic. Moves the count 2-0. Fouled off. That's ripped right back towards the concession. So heads up over there. 2-1. Swing and miss there. Now moves the count to 2-2. That's fouled off, so rinse and repeat. We'll do it again. Runner going, gets a good chunk over there, finds itself between left and center. And now looks to be a double, stand-up double at that for Kyle Vaughn. The second hit of the game for the Muckdogs now has 2 runners in scoring position. Taking on the situation now, number 7, Braden Redmond, your first baseman. And it's a good one now. The double moves Manel in front of him. He's at third. And here's a good chance to tie things up. Just form a quick response. The Saltcats just did half an inning ago. So far through this game right now, McGriff, one thing I've noticed is he's tied his innings pitched in division play at 3 1/3. That's what he's done right now. If he gets another out, he will pass that. Dribbled foul down the first baseline. Again, I'm not sure what other out-of-league games that the Saltcats have partaken in so far this season. So if he's made more appearances than that, unfortunately, I wouldn't know. As in terms of stat keeping and any knowledge of these games existing really on the websites, you don't really find them. 0-1. Rips that one over to center right. And the center fielder tracks it down. Tag up to a play at home. Tag up third. A late leave there. Slides in. He's safe, though. Manel scores off the sac fly. And moves Kyle Vaughn over to third. That was a late leave there. He started running, got back. It seemed like he tried to hold up for a second and then got the signal or realized he had the signal to keep going, and he went for it, and he made the right decision as that. Had to slide in, but still was able to beat out the throw. But now 2 outs. The last man in the batting order, number 4, Luke Rubinski, takes strike 1 looking. The inside part of the plate. Oh, 1 pitch, down in the dirt, blocked down by the catcher. So way to stay in front of it, the Saltcats. Nothing changes there. It's Gonzalez Penez able to stay in front of it. 1-1 count. Trying to tie things up here. In terms of innings for today's game, it's 7 innings. Those rules only do apply when it's out of league games and double headers. Can't find the box there. Outside, won't be able to nail the top left corner. It seemed to be like that he was looking for. It's now 2-1. Down in the dirt, 3-1. McGriff trying to put this away. Avoid a base hit. A walk here would just put runners on the corner. As he deals, dribbled over to him, the shortstop. Able to stay in front of it, throw. Got him out at first. Did it to himself, but got the assistance from his shortstop. Of course, that's number 3, Sean Stoney, who's able to make the play there and bring the end to the bottom of the third. Your score, 2-1. Salt Cats hanging on to a narrow lead entering the top of the 4th when we come back.
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Bontrager Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Bully Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplain Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, Easttown Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxick, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Graham Corporation, H.B. Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M-Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, OACA Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Top of the 4th, and here we go. Leading things off for the Salt Cats will be number 30, John Tomshow. Funny thing about the Salt Cats is when I first was looking at their team a good week ago, too high upstairs for that one, bone one, is when I was looking at their last played games, and you know how sometimes it shows you the logo with the tiny, like very tiny, Like right now, if we looked at our score bug, I thought they were sharks. I thought they were salt sharks. Fouled off, strike one, 1-1 count. And so when someone said the salt cats were coming to town, I was like doubling down, thinking, oh yeah, no, you're wrong. It's the salt sharks.
Salt sharks.
And yeah, I got that corrected real fast. 1-1 count. Gets that one to stay in the bottom right corner for strike two off that pitch.
Yeah, when you also talk about the Salt Cats, one big thing about them is that they are a consistent #1 team in their league. We always talk about like Olean now being in our league now. Years before, those two
Gets
were
underneath
always,
that. That's an infield pop fly. And Redmond able to find it in the infield grass for the first strikeout here in the top of the fourth. Back to you, Jared.
as these two have always been like two championship contenders every year back then with Olean and Syracuse. Now Olean being in the PYCBL or PGCBL. Jeez, tongue twister. But Syracuse still always been on top, even with Olean gone.
Fouled off again. That's number 3, Sean Stoney, coming up to the plate. Single in his first plate appearance. You're right about that. Right now they sit at a 12-10-1, so a very rare tie in baseball. Swing and a miss, moves the count 0-2. And they sit in first place in the East in their league at a 12-10-1 record. Just behind the league leader, Dansville Gliders, 13-7. More surprised at how many ties there are. 0-2 pitch, gets underneath that. That one going deeper towards center. And Brian Johnson gets underneath it for another flyout. So 2 down just like that. Number 15, Eamon Giblin, grounded out in his first plate appearance. We'll come back to the batter's box of another go.
All right, so I see like Dwight Chandler in the comments, and you missed a trivia question that he asked. So I'm going to ask you this question, see if you get it, and then he will ask the question that he's ready for
Tied
us.
up 1-1. No, that
okay,
can't count.
Hang on. Let me tell you the question. Let's see if you get it. This was the question at the Niagara Ironbacks. What team did Skip Martinez play for when he was pro? And the extra point was, what position did he play in?
Shoot.
Because I got the team, I didn't get the position.
Dribbled over to second and can't stay in front of it. Trying to backhand it, Braden I. And it gets by him. So we'll reach first off the error. Is Giblin.
We'll say if you get this right, my point will get revoked.
The Twins?
You're in the right division.
Right division.
Yes.
I swore it was the Twins. Maybe I'm thinking of that's too high. Ball 1. Up to bat number 19, Mason Smith. If I'm remembering correctly, it was someone in that region too. Was it the Brewers? No. Strike 1 there. It's 1-1. Again, 2 outs. 1 runner over at first. Shoot. Who did he play for? So I had it wrong with the Twins. You said right division. Swing and a miss. 1-2. I don't want to just go rattling off teams. That doesn't seem fair.
I'll give you one more. Because I got it in 1.
But you were going against Owen.
He didn't even have a guess. I knew it immediately. It's his nice little Facebook profile picture, too.
I'm sorry, I don't follow Skips on Facebook. Get underneath that. Over to shallow right. And on the play is Kyle Vaughn. So just like that, brings a quick end. 3 flyouts is the result in those outs. And the top of the fourth comes to a swift conclusion. Bottom of the fourth, right around the corner, the Syracuse Saltcats still hanging on to a 1-run lead, heading to the bottom of the fourth when we come back. Bottom of the fourth, it's still McGriff over there on the mound. Still dealing at the bottom of the fourth again. We're back to the top of the lineup here for the Batavia Muckdogs. It's Brian Johnson. Well, we'll hear that new trivia question.
I am ready for this. I am.
This one should be interesting. First pitch dealt is strike 1.
So we didn't get the chance to say Brian Johnson's stats because his first pitch he swung and got a fly out. But in 11 games, he's starting 7. He's got a 150 batting average with 20 at-bats. He's got 3 hits, 2 of them being doubles, and 5 RBIs.
The 0-2, that one's down near the dirt in the bottom right. It's ball 1, 1-2. And has that one looking as Brian Johnson and a large part of this crowd show their dismay. That's again a strikeout looking for Brian Johnson. Now up, number 17, the second baseman, Braden I. Driven over to third, stays in front of it. And that's a wild throw. Goes all the way out in the foul territory. Braden I goes 2. He's going 3. And a very late throw has Braden I stationed at third. So time called finally. Braden I reaches third base off the error. Reaches first off the error and able to advance to 3 as well. So just a little bit of a mess up. Puts the Muckdogs right back in the swing of things here. As Braden I standing in scoring position would be the tying run. Mr. Reliable now shows up to the plate, and again, this doesn't go in the stats, but he's one of the best when it comes into bringing his teammates in. So he gets a good chunk of that, but can't get it to stay out. So close. a little too short, and the second baseman quickly able to back up underneath into the outfield grass and get underneath that one, snag it. Mason Smith on the play. 2 outs now. Number 24, Jalen Roque, fly out in his first plate appearance, trying to record a base hit and tie things up. But again, let's go to this question talking about Dewey. When was he born? And his second part, what is his favorite food? Is that, whoa.
Yeah.
This zone is, I would definitely shifted a few pixels to the right. On a call that I was about to say inside is inside on the plate for strike one. 0-1. That one swing now 0-2. Trying to think about when was Dewey born. We'll think about that more after the 0-2 pitch. Right back to McGriff, gets by him, and a base hit for Jalen Roque ties things up. It's 2-2 now. So how about that? Find a little bit of a comfort zone, and Roque says, wake up. It's all tied up. 2-2. RBI single for Jalen Roque. With 2 outs, is now number 34, Joey Socorro, up to the plate and hopes to keep things going and extend this bottom 4th inning a little longer. First pitch, swing, gets a good chunk over to center field, and it gets down. So a single there from Joey Socorro will do what I just said, really, and keep things going. With 2 outs, number 31, Jeremy Ramos, comes up to the plate.
And now we are seeing the coach coming out to talk to his pitcher. There is some action in the bullpen, but the big question now is, does he get pulled?
I wouldn't be surprised if they let him close this out, as it's only the 4th hit recorded. As again, Braden and I did reach first off the error. So that was the only detrimental part, which wasn't really even McGriff's fault.
That's right, but he also has that runner on second now. He's now starting to giving up some hits now. You've had some flyouts, some close calls, but now the batters are starting to get a little comfortable against him. So maybe just let him know, try to get out of this situation right now. He does have 2 outs, but I would not be surprised if this keeps going. We might see him get pulled.
Well, excuse me. I think he will get pulled, but not right now, as he's still out there.
That is true.
He wasn't going to keep going, I'll tell you that, throughout the game, but I was saying he's probably will stay in and wrap things up here for at least the bottom of the 4th, bearing any huge changes. If Ramos could be the big change here for the Muckdogs. Again, it's all tied up, 2 apiece. Braden and I was able to score and tie things up here. As that's right back to McGriff. He knocks it down, but the play at first. In time. Takes a hit, knocks the glove off, and McGriff able to locate it just in time and beat Ramos over on his jog and sprint to first base. So 3 outs brings an end to the 4th inning in its entirety. It's all tied up. 3 innings left to go here in this out-of-league game. As we'll stay on here on air, talk over the trivia question about Dewey. When was he born?
You got to think of like when the name the Muckdogs came, because they weren't the Muckdogs at the start. They were like other things, and then they became the Muckdogs.
Trying to think. But like, did they give him a different birth year?
That's
some
another.
some teams I have seen will change things to make it more accurate. Some teams will just keep the simple birth year as. Man, I really gotta up my Muckdogs trivia, but we'll go with. Do I go like? I've been the Muckdogs since when? The 80s?
What did you say?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. How long have they been the Muckdogs for?
I don't know. I'm thinking 2011.
2011.
Well, because remember, they used to be an affiliate for
Yeah.
a major league team. I don't think they were the Muckdogs when they were an affiliate team.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of when I said the 80s. I'm gonna go with 20.
Yeah, the Batavia Clippers.
Yeah.
That was when they were affiliated with. It might sound stupid. I want to say the Phillies. Or no, it's the Marlins.
It was the Marlins, their last affiliate. You are correct. I believe that was back to 2024 when they lost it.
Oh, we got 98. Oh.
No, before the Muckdogs. So I was. Was he born in like the 80s?
93.
93? I think like 80, 88. All right, the first pitch here in the top of the fifth goes for strike one. That's going to go against number 18, Aaron Graves. Goes way back, way back. Are we talking like the 30s, 1938?
What? I'm now going to 60s.
Nah, I'm going to skip like half a century. 1-1 count. Strike one, or strike two, excuse me. He goes way back. Yeah, I'm going
64.
way back.
1964.
1-2 count.
Do we even... Wait,
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? 60s? Or 30s?
As called inside. 2-2.
Do we even want to tackle his favorite food one? Because that was the second question.
What? Oh yeah, his favorite food. We'll get to that when we. And that's a strikeout. Still able to find the box. Did not need the check swing. And another strikeout. Or the first strikeout, should I say, for Bustle.
65.
You're off by 1 year with your guess.
65.
All right, then I guess I have 63.
As coach is Coach Grant coming to speak to his pitcher. As he is getting pulled, somebody is running out from the pen. We will get that name in just a second.
That brings an end to Nolan Bustle's night. So we're trying to get you the name. It's number 9. Brendan Shelbin. Oh, your original. Oh, it was my guess. Oh, don't even come at me then.
Don't give me that look. Don't.
Yeah, so I knew it better than you.
All right, we'll definitely say 2-1 now.
What was it? 1937.
1939.
Ah. Okay, so I wasn't too far off. Like that was when I whispered 80s, it was because I remembered there was an 8. I knew something with an 8. That was the only thing I was trying to remember, but I didn't want to say that and give it away. And then I thought I was completely losing my mind when you were guessing like the early 2000s and everything, and then you were saying the 80s, and I thought, but no.
I'm gonna.
But favorite food's still up for grabs.
Oh yeah, I forget. T-bone steak.
Is it just like Alex's place? So fresh count coming up for number 0, Kellen Pens. That's Brendan Shelbin. On the mound, who retired in for Nolan Bustle, who also ended his day with a strikeout. Trend so far with the first 2 pitchers. Can't stay over the plate with that. Goes towards the outside, ball 1, 1-0 count. Ball 2 down near the dirt. Again, Brendan Shelbin takes on a 1-out situation, a no runners on. The tied ball game here in the top of the 5th. That one also down to the dirt, moves to count 3-0. There you go. Moves count from 3-0 to 3-1. So favorite food.
Still going, I guess.
Dribbled over the short. Able to stay in front of it. Throw. Got him. Miles Manel on that play. Two outs, following the ground out. We've reached the top of the order. Or, excuse me. Now up is number 9, Oliver Ray. So I guess he got bumped down in the batting order?
Yeah, that's actually really confusing. We might have to figure that out because I also had Oliver Ray crossed off because I thought JT Craig replaced him.
So I believe he's coming in at the bottom of the order, back within the game here.
For what, my food one? T-bone steak.
I guess that's what we're going with, because I'm not exactly sure what happened here in the lineup. But again, Oliver Ray, number 9, designated hitter, is now rounding things out here in the batting order for Syracuse. He's now got an 0-2 count. Down in the dirt, moves to count 1-2. Gonna guess he likes like chicken wings or. So that's upstairs, 2-2 count. Born 1938. Favorite food, hot dogs at Dwyer Stadium. Best friends with Stitches.
That one I know. You know, Myra mask. Yeah, that one I know.
Well, it's just simple hot dogs at Dwyer Stadium. I guess we're overthinking it. 2-2. And 2-3. If you want to call it that, strike 3, whatever you want to call it. That brings an end here to the top of the 5th. The score now is still 2-2 in the Muckdogs. They put up 1 run in the 3rd and 1 more in the bottom of the 4th, and they need to get another one here in the bottom of the 5th to take the lead. We'll see if they do so when we come back. throw the weather ticker up there or something, if that's still up. All right, guys, you know what time it is. A message from Go Health New York. Has your child been tested for lead? The only way to know if your child has lead poisoning is to get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from the Genesee County Health Department at 585-344-2580, extension 5555 about a blood lead test for your child today, or for more information on transportation to get tested. And a message from Mental Health Association. Wellness on the Go, WNGO, offers mobile mental health supports through Medicaid managed care plans across Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. For more information or to make a referral, call us at 585-345-0448.
There's a 25 and an Lopez. Well, no, there's no 75. There's a 25. Okay, there's a 27 in there.
Fans, we'd like to remind you, this season you have the opportunity to connect with the Muckdogs like never before, with exclusive content on all our social media platforms. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X for all and more behind-the-scenes look at the Batavia Muckdogs. Don't forget as well to subscribe to make sure you don't miss any videos with interviews between players, coaches, and much, much more. One last reminder, Rochester Regional Health is your official healthcare provider for your Batavia Muckdogs. Next time you need medical attention, make sure you visit Rochester Regional Health for all your medical needs.
New pitcher, 75. We're trying to get the name. 75.
We have a new pitcher out there. It's number 75 as we attempt to locate a name. You guys will be the first and really only ones to know when we get that. Strike two now, 0-2 count. Again, Miles Manel is the leadoff man for this situation. The bottom of the fifth. John Francis Stoney on the mound, and swing and miss, strike three for his first batter faced against Miles Manel. Is it Stoney or Sony?
Say that third one. Is it Scony?
Oh.
S-C-O-N-I.
Gets that a ground ball, and it leaks out to left field for a base hit. That's number 21, Matt Marsh. Correction on my pronunciation, Scony. So what's the full name again? John Francis Scony. Now up number 22, Kyle Vaughn. He had a double in his first plate appearance. He's got one runner on over at first. That's Matt Marsh. And a 0-1 count with one out. Swing and miss there, moves the count 2-0. Outside. It's the 1-2 count, blocked down in the dirt. Gonzalez Penez, 2-2. 2-2 dribbled, foul down the third baseline. We'll do it again. Now, when I'm looking down at my sheets here, there's one thing that always stands out to me in terms of team stats. And for the Batavia Muckdogs, there's 3 teams consistently at the top of these team stats. That's Amsterdam Mohawks, the Batavia Muckdogs, and the Jamestown Tarpskunks. The 2-2 pitch, that's outside, pass ball, and Matt Marsh advances to second, and now a full count here. So staying in it after it was quickly behind will now get the chance to swing, make contact, hopefully, off the payoff pitch. But it's going from hitting to base, running to pitching, those 3 categories. It's those 3 teams consistently up at the top. As the payoff is fouled off, so we'll do it again, rinse and repeat. As Muckdogs have the highest batting average, or excuse me, second highest at a 3.14, second to the Mohawks at a 3.63. Base running, they're at third of runs scored and 94 stolen bases. That's good for second behind the Tarpskunks with 100. In pitching, they have the best team ERA of a 5.07. So the payoff driven over the left field. It gets down. A base hit, and Matt Marsh caught in the middle, and he stays back at 2. So he was held up trying to see if that ball would get down and elected to go back to second. So first and second. That's fouled off for the first pitch. Braden Redmond. 0-1 now. He's got 2 of his buddies out there with 1 out. The 0-1 swing and miss on a ball that's down low. 0-2. Ball 1 there, 1-2. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. One thing we also had a meeting today with the interns is we acknowledge it's halfway, or about halfway. Not there fully. Almost halfway through the season. At the 2-2, try to swing on the pitch up high and can't connect. That's a strikeout here for Redmond. Now at number 4, Luke Rubinski with 2 outs and 2 guys on, first and second. But right now we're going to see the ending half of the season when I believe that would start July 1st. Be the official halfway, if I am correct.
Right, because then you have the month, and then the official season ends August 1st with
July
playoffs.
25th is the final game, correct?
But that also includes playoffs.
Oh, yeah. I was talking regular season.
Gotcha. My bad. I was including playoffs.
Playoffs?
You're talking about playoffs?
Can't find the bottom left. Ball 1-1 count. But a team that has definitely posed well for a good playoff run. As I say, never get ahead of yourself. Strike 1, 1-1. Got to take care of business in the regular season first. Can tell you that's going to be a big and important broadcast when that comes around. 1-1. Far outside, 2-1. Another one outside, moves the count 3-1. Verbinski, 3-1 count. Watches that go by for strike 2. Full count, payoff pitch loading. Franscani,
yeah.
Franscani chose not to throw to second there, even though his shortstop was covering the bag. Payoff, swing and a miss, or fouled off and got a hold of it, was the official call from the umpire. But nonetheless, brings an end here to the bottom of the 5th. And 2 innings left to be played here. It's all tied up 2 apiece when we come back. But honestly, actually, I changed my mind. We're going to stay on air for this one. We're going to talk about the upcoming schedule. So we have not had a look at that just yet, the broadcast today. So here we go. Looking at the next week worth of games. As you can see, the Release the Hounds in the background as well, so good timing there. But nonetheless, the schedule tomorrow on the road, we're going to Canada, so that'll be definitely a fun drive. Got to get past the border. But again, Jamestown on Wednesday. Here at home, there's a 3-game period where we're all at home. Again, out-of-league game on Thursday against Power City Athletics. Then on Friday, July 3rd, that's a very important game here at Dwyer Stadium, so make sure to come around for that. Against Elmira, the Pioneers, which we have not played against since the home and season opener. So it's been a full month since those teams went to head-to-head. Saturday on the actual 4th of July is on the road at Niagara Falls, 6:30. Sunday, another out-of-league game, hosting the Buffalo Diesel at 4:05. Then a day off for the guys, which will then precede another 13-game stretch. And that will be opened up here at home at Dwyer Stadium against Geneva at 6:30. So still, as much as I was saying about the halfway mark, plenty of baseball still to be played, and it's not going anywhere and not leaving too far from Batavia here and then. Top of the 5th. Here we go. Number 9, Brendan Shelvin. All tied up. He's going to try to keep it that way against the leadoff hitter, number 10, Chase Hegland. A single and a walk in his first 2 plate appearances. Down in front. And here we go. Sits over the plate for that. Strike 1. Has that one looking. A 1 dribbled over to second. Eye stays in front of it. Scoop, toss to Redmond. And there you go. 1 out just like that. Number 9, Oliver Ray, designated, or excuse me, nope, correction on that. Number 22, JT Craig. A strikeout in his lone plate appearance, which was the second go-around in the batting order. He bunted down Oliver Ray to the bottom of the batting order and took his spot at second. So that's outside, ball 1, 1-0 count. Like all 79 viewers at this current moment, to be reminded that the Yankees lost. So that's dribbled. Rabinski elects to get the throw off, and he gets the out. So good communication there, though, from Shelbin and Rabinski. Shelbin looked to make the play, then ran right by the ball, let Rabinski scoop and toss, and he got it there in time for back-to-back groundouts. Now up, number 5, Chase France. And we'll go back to that a 4-0 sweep in that series in Fenway.
Red Sox fans are really enjoying this.
That was good to see the pain and suffering of the Yankees as gets by. It's fair down the third baseline. Trickles out to left field, and it's a base hit single for France.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is, Red Sox fan, you definitely are enjoying that moment. Definitely loved hearing David Ortiz scream the Yankees lose.
Duh, Yankees lose.
There you go.
Yeah, but don't count the Red Sox out. I know we have one of the worst records in the AL, but we have the second best team ERA. I think the 5th ranked bullpen. And we're only 4.5 games behind because the AL is absolutely terrible this year. Ball outside, 1-0. 4.5 games back of the second wild card spot. But
yeah. I was about to say, because I was like, there's still the Rays above you. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to clarify that, but still, Red Sox could come back with their bullpen. It's just they're hitting past ball and no movement. France went for it, but it kind of leaked a little. It kind of took 2 hops there. Went away for Rubinsky once and then decided to gain momentum again and move a little further away that time. So 2 balls. It's a 2-0 count with 2 outs. 1 runner on the station at first. Let's chase France for the Sulcats. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss there. And lost the bat even, too. Gotta check the gloves. Make sure everything's okay. 2-1 for John Gonzalez Penez. It's 0 for 2 on the day with a flyout and a ground out. Pickoff attempt at first, no good. Swing and miss there. 2-2. That sun is absolutely killer over here on screen.
Yep, you can't see anything over in left field and the bullpen.
Good thing is this one. Oh, I wanted to time that up. That's too high. Full count. That would have been clean. Could have sat down just a little bit more. Payoff pitch for Shelby. He deals, and that's underneath. Shallow over to right center. Who's got it? It's Braden I. Just has to back up into the outfield grass, and he makes a play there. That's 3 outs. It's still tied 2-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th, where the Muckdogs try to add things on. Excuse me, bottom of the 6th, for my clarification, when we come back. Hey man, welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry. Let me bring you to the front desk.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's Cut?
Of course. All right.
All right.
What else can I get for you?
Dewey?
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, an official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And here we go. Bottom of the 6th, a pitching change for the Salt Cats. It's now number 31, Robert Sikorsky. Robert Sikorsky coming in on the mound.
Sikorsky has played in 2 games. He's got 1 win in the season with a 4.91 ERA. In 3.2 innings pitched, he's allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 being earned, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts.
Brings an end to John Franscani's day here.
Franscani.
His day comes to a conclusion for the Salt Cats. Number 52, the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 6th, and the leadoff man in the batting order, Brian Johnson, up back to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day, a flyout and a strikeout looking. See if he can get his first hit. Lead a charge for the Muckdogs to break this tie.
Taking off the Batavia, the bottom of the 6th, center fielder number 52, Brian Johnson.
First pitch he sees is gonna able to hover on the outside part of that plate for strike 1. Just stay on it. It's 0-1 count. Pitch 2. High inside, 1-1. One dribbled over to third. He's got to come in on the grass. A charge and a throw. And in time. I can tell you Coach Wasserman doesn't like that. But that's the first out. It's now 1 out for 17, Braden I. Fly out and was able to reach third with error. So an 0-1 count following strike 1. Inside, but able to find and locate that and drive that out, but unfortunately caught over in right field. So what a quick change of emotions there, as that one looked good, but right fielder really did not have to move. That one's just one of those where it lands right where he's standing. Aaron Graves play over there. Ron. Now up 2 outs for 11, Evan Brock. Mr. Reliable, still in search of his first hit today. Ball 1 is now ball 2. We've seen many celebrities on camera today out in front of us in the bleachers. 2-0. Ball 3 outside. Or, excuse me, up high.
Shows we got Muckdog fans that love coming to the games here in Dwyer Stadium.
We also need to, I think, invest in a tripod and move the camera slightly up. And that's ball 4. So 4-0 count will advance Evan Brock and station him over on first base. Now your designated hitter, number 24, Jalen Roque. He's 1 for 2 on the day, a flyout and an RBI single. So he's dunking it over with the umpire catcher, but he now is ready in the batter's box. He's got Evan Brock over on first. 2 outs. First pitch outside. So 5 straight thrown balls. Trying to get back on track. 1-0 count. Down low, blocked by the catcher. It's now 2-0, and that's 6 straight. It's 2-0. Swings at that, gets underneath it. Is it in play? Foul territory? Yes, it is. And that's the 3rd out. Able to get underneath that is Gonzalez Penez. And that brings an end to the bottom of the 6th. 1 runner left on and 1 more inning to go as it's all still tied up here, 2 apiece between these 2 teams. We'll see if any change in scoring will break this tie when we come back in just a few moments. How do you spell that last name? Thank you. Colin Stefanucci.
Hasn't he pitched in another expedition game?
Pretty sure. You got that down correctly?
Yep, I got it.
Top of the 7th. There we go. Locked and loaded. Trying to break this tie. Up first for that is the Saltcats here in the top of the 7th. And a pitching change for the Muckdogs. That's Colin Stefanucci, number 39, out there on the mound, who brought an end to Brendan Shelman's day. He'll be the closer here for the Muckdogs. It's all tied up, 2 apiece. The first pitch dealt just slightly above the box. And now up is a pinch hitter, Aiden Lopez. So that's another one upstairs, moves the count 2-0. So we have another pinch hitter on deck. That's Mike Giamartino. Down in the dirt, 3-0. So a 3-0 count. Finds that barely in the bottom right corner for strike one.
Wow, that was a lifeline right there for the Muckdogs. His box has been everywhere. Same spot. Called strike two.
That one I think was definitely better positioning than that. 3-2. Payoff. Dribbled to third. Brock, scoop. Sidearm. And what a play from Brock. Able to close the gap between the ball and himself, running onto the infield grass. And sidearms a dart over to Redmond on first for the first out. Now up number 3. Correction on what I thought was a pinch hitter. Apparently, I just need glasses because I saw a 3 as a 7. Sean Stoney shows bunt, pulls back real quick. It's outside down low as well. 1-0. Seems to be favoring that bottom right within the strike zone. Stoney is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a flyout. Dribbled over to Brock. He's busy. And a lighthearted toss. Gets the second out there. So 2 outs. Now up to keep things going is Eamon Giblin. He's not recorded a hit on the day. Ground out and reached first off an error. Slightly above the box for ball 1, 1-0 count. (2-0) now moves to 2-1. Gets underneath that. It goes out to right field. And into the glove of Kyle Vaughn. So 3 outs just like that for the Batavia defense. And it's still tied entering the bottom of the 7th. The Muckdogs were able to lock up the defense. And now all they need to do is bring in 1 run. Having a very eerily similar closing out to the game to the last out-of-league game against the Buffalo Diesel, where they won on a walk-off hit on the bottom of the 7th.
Well, fans, it is the middle of the 7th inning. If you'd like to stand up and stretch.
And I mean, we'll stay on air for this one as well. Jarrett, we've seen excellent defense from both teams. What do you think of the game so far?
I think of this game as just a lot of, once again, players giving their opportunities to show like what they can do. We saw a guy that was in pitch before, but not technically a Muckdog player in the future, a guy that's pinched in the past, still get the job done, and players that have not worn the Muckdog jersey yet get the job done. But Syracuse, they're still putting up a fight with their defense of their own. 2-2 game, arguably one of the fastest games in terms of 7 innings we have seen this season right now. It just all depends on which team closes the gate, whether it's the Muckdogs who wins it in the bottom of the 7th or whoever wins in extra innings.
Something we would like to remind you, in case this game does go to extra innings, 8th inning is the only inning played for extras. There's nothing beyond that. So at most, we have 1 more inning left to be played. But I don't think that's the mindset for the Muckdogs. They want to get it closed, done here, and in early fashion. I believe we're getting a name for a new pitcher. Let's see if that's correct here in just a second. Mike Arndt.
Your attention please. Now pitching for the Saltcats, number 32, Mike Arndt. Arndt on the mound.
Mike Arndt, yep, number 32, a sophomore, standing at 5'11" with 215 pounds. Right-handed pitcher from Mount St. Mary's, hometown of Brooklyn, New York. So leadoff man here in the bottom of the 7th will be Joey Socorro. Let's see how he fares here. He's got 1 hit. He's 1 for 2. That was his last at bat, so hoping for a little bit of repetition. The first pitch he sees is down low in the basement. Ball 1. As that strike looking 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Deal. Heat behind it. Can't get it high enough within the box. It's downstairs. 2-1. Mike Arndt on the season has a ERA of a 3.86 with 1 loss, 2 wins, excuse me. Swing and a miss there. Moves the count 2-2. So again, 3.86 ERA, 2 wins in his 4 appearances. Has not had a start with 1 save as well across 7 innings flat. The 2-2, and that's called strike 3. Socorro didn't like that, but that's strikeout looking. 1 out now. Number 31, Jeremy Ramos, still looking for his first hit. 2 groundouts to start this game. Gets a rally possibly ignited. But again, finishing out the stats, Mike Arndt, 7 innings. Across that, he allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 of which were earned, 8 batters walked, and 10 strikeouts. Outside for ball 1. Downstairs, ball 2. Gets a piece of that. Goes as the first strike in this count. It's now 2-1. His 8 batters walked. That's outside. Now 3-1. His 8 batters walked is tied for second most on the team at 8. Behind Wyatt Jack with 12 and tied teammate Evan Kovalik. I think that's my best pronunciation. Fouled off, 3-2. Payoff pitch loading now for Ramos. I think Ramos is hoping for a hit, but a walk here would get a better chance to get things going here. Nonetheless, it comes down to the bat. Payoff, lasered over to left field. It gets down. It goes all the way to the wall, turning 2. And that's a stand-up double. So again, Ramos takes the ladder on what I was saying. The stand-up double could be a potential finishing blow here.
Yep, and right now we are seeing that pinch runner happen right now. Ramos, after hitting the double, is getting subbed out for the speedster on the Muckdogs. Number 50, Jalen David.
I got to give him like a universal nickname at this point. Like, do we call him the Flash? I don't know. If anyone wants to comment in a potential name for David, I would do that now. We'll overlook it and see if it can stick. I want to find something that's sticking, not too generic. It's always fun when you can come up with something unique for your players. Again, Jalen David, the speedster on the team, like you mentioned, leading the team in stolen bases at 25. He's a large lead over the rest of the guys other than Glenn Brooks, who's second with 21. It's those two guys who are usually out there in pinch running. He will come in for Ramos, who had the stand-up double with 1 out. And David already taking a sizable lead here. He's up to the plate. Is David going in a pickoff attempt over a third? He gets by! David sent home! He's going to beat out that throw! And no hit more needed! David wraps things up! Does it again! He did it in the diesel and does it here! 3-2 is your final score!
Wheels!
Absolute wheels! Brings an end to this game again. Your final score 3-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. And that's it. Syracuse Salt Cats take home the loss on this out-of-league game. And Jalen David does it only using his legs. As he had the steal, the throw over to third, gets by the third baseman, and by the time the left fielder even had a chance to go down and pick up the ball, David was more or less 3 steps away from embracing home plate, and that he does. Again, your final score here, 3-2. Muckdogs take home the win, and a good thriller to close things out. And Jarrett, I mean, we already mentioned it not too long ago, but just really take me through the game at least.
It's always nice to have a speedster like Jalen David where it doesn't even matter the situation of the game. He can come in and instantly make an impact. He can do it with his bat. He can do it with his gloves. But we have seen constantly in these out-of-league games, he does it with his legs. We saw in that Buffalo Diesel game where he stole 2 bases from first all the way to third. Today, he steals third. That results in a mistake from the Salt Cats, and it leads to them scoring. It's always nice to have a speedster on that team just to create havoc on the base paths.
Havoc was created, and havoc was really the, should I say, the definition of this game. Is that's how it came to a conclusion. Again, Jalen David using his wheels brings home the game-winning run in the bottom of the 7th. Your final score here, 3-2. Again, we do remind you this game does not count towards record. It is out of league. The stats you see won't show up anywhere else. Before we sign off here up in the booth on this now beautiful conclusion to a Monday afternoon, it's only 8:30, so plenty of stuff to get done if you want to, I don't know, mow the lawn before the sun goes down, do whatever you want. But we'll take a look at the schedule. Tuesday, the 30th, tomorrow on the road across the international border in Niagara at 6:30. Wednesday, 6:30, back here at home against Jamestown. Then a out-of-league game against Power City Athletics on Thursday. Friday, Elmira, again, haven't seen the Pioneers in over a month, and this will be an interesting rematch between the two. Batavia has a 2-0 series against them so far on this season. Again, that's 6:30 on Friday. Saturday, on the road to Niagara Falls, USA, so we're not going too far there. That's at 6:30 on July 4th, the 4th of July, so hopefully you'll stick around for the games or being at a party. Do whatever you wish. But Sunday on the 5th, another out-of-league game against the Buffalo Diesel starting at 4:05, a day off for the guys, and then a 13-game stretch, the final one of the season within the regular season, Tuesday the 7th against Geneva here at home. So that's your next week worth of games here for Batavia. Again, your final score here at Dwyer Stadium, 3-2, defeating the Syracuse Salt Cats in an out-of-league game. Mind you, doesn't impact the record, but it does impact the mood and the whole entire fan base. It's been a good one here today, and we'll sign off here finally. Enjoy the rest of your evening. My name is Ben Grayson Natali. Alongside me, color commentator Jarrett Campbell. Have a good night, everyone.